All right, man. Where we at? The question is, how long is too long? No, at what age is too old for somebody to have a roommate?
The first thing I think we need to take into account is where you live. In certain cities, I think it's acceptable, especially New York, and I know this because I live there. Like, people be...
Shit, LA too.
People be in their mid-30s and, early 30s still living with roommates. And it's like, the cost of living out there is just insane, so...
I don't know. I think that there's really no age until you're about to get married because I think society has conditioned us to, one, we got to move out right when we turn 18. Two, we can't have a roommate if you want to have a relationship. Like, nah.
That shit do be difficult sometimes, though.
Don't make it harder than what it is. Like, if I have my own spot and you got a roommate, we can go to my house. Like, it's not...
It is though. At some point, do you think it would get tired though? Like if
you can't just walk around
and date somebody with the roommate and they just as the years go by they don't try to not.
I think when we become more serious, so we get to like maybe moving in together terms. Other than that, I can't tell you what you need to do.
You're tired of you
being my boyfriend. You're my boyfriend. I have no control to be like, you need to have your own spot. You need to have this. No.
Yeah,
why don't I have that shit? Like,
I'm with her on that.
I think if you are grown enough to be in a relationship, then you've grown enough to have your own place. I don't want to be living with you and your man or your woman, having to worry about you and your man and your woman and their habits. Huh?
Why are you living with him? Why y'all don't have a place together?
With the relationship?
You said I don't want to live with you and your roommate. Why y'all don't have a place together?
Yeah, too.
Why you moving in there?
Early stages.
But why is she moving in there? She said living with you. Why are you living with them?
No, I'm saying, if I'm in an apartment and and I have a roommate and then they get into a relationship and all of a sudden now I'm in a relationship with you and your partner because they there all the fucking time, that's not cool. I didn't sign up for that shit. Been through that, never will again. Like, they should have their own respective place so that way y'all can go spend time over there and that way I don't have to be worried about y'all relationship.
Exactly, but you're still that person's roommate, even if they leave and go over there.
That person's roommate, not...
I don't know, maybe because every time I've had a roommate, my apartment has been big enough to where we're not typically in each other's face. Like, I see them when I want to see them. Their room's on there. It's not like our rooms are next to each other. Like, their room is on the other side of the living room or the kitchen. I don't really see much of nothing.
My thing is this, right? I feel like the answer to this question lies in the perspective of the person that's doing the judging, right?
The judging.
Because if you have a roommate, you can't judge somebody who have a roommate. You know what I'm saying? True. Now, if you come into this shit like, okay, I got my own whip, I got my own car, I got my own, you demanding somebody not have a roommate is more acceptable that way because you don't have one. And you paying all your own shit, you doing your, like, especially at our age, I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm getting close to 30, 2 months from now. So it's like, when you get close to 30, I don't want to meet no woman, hypothetically, if I'm single, I don't want to meet no woman that has a roommate or that lives at home with her parents. That's going to make me look at you differently. It's fucked up, but it is what it is, because I feel like by that age, and if we're going to put an age on it, I'd probably say anything past 26.
Yeah, let's all go down the line.
That's crazy.
And
I hate to be this person, but only black people do that.
Yep.
Other cultures do not put their kids out until they are financially stable to buy a home. Indian people, my neighbors have been my neighbors for 11 years. Their daughter just moved out after she graduated college, and she had over 100K saved up to buy a home cash. They don't be putting their kids out. They don't tell them they gotta go. As my parent, if I'm not financially ready to buy a house, you shouldn't kick me out.
But you know what it is, though?
So what's your cutoff age?
I think a lot of times, I'm sorry, I think that comes from, though, a lot of times the black families, as you say it, don't be well established. So that you in that house is an extra bill. That's true. So they be ready for you to get the hell out of the house. That's really you know what I'm saying? So
stop making my bills so high, go pay your own bills.
Right.
Basically.
No, I get it.
So what's your age cutoff?
That domino effect.
Right.
Because now my mom done kicked me out and I wasn't ready, so now I'm struggling.
Yep.
And it just creates that whole effect. And I think we the only people that do that type of shit. So I'm the type of person, I'm like,
that's true.
Who am I to judge you staying with your mom? Because when I moved out at 18 when I went to college. And I went overseas. When I came back, I still got my own spot. And then I went back home. Like, I was like, why am I struggling to be this independent woman when I can be saving up racks a month, just go live with my damn
But that's
grandma.
not the same thing as having a roommate.
My grandmother is, Meemaw's a damn roommate.
That's not a roommate. I'm talking
She
about
has no sense of personal space. She's a roommate.
somebody who you willingly enter into a lease with.
I willingly moved into her house. Willingly.
My thing is this though. My thing is this. I got a question for you. So you said that you sound like you understanding of the situation. You look at it from a very logical point of view. So I'm gonna ask, if you meet a guy and he's 32 and he says he's living with his parents, will you look at him differently?
No, because I've dated guys who live with their parents at 32. I, of course, want to know. I'm going to ask why. Like, what do you got going on, you know? A lot of times it's just them saving, which I cannot fault that. It's fucking expensive being an adult.
True.
Bills get higher and higher every damn year, and it's not like our wages are going up with those bills. So I'm, 27, and I don't see myself moving out until I'm literally ready to buy a house.
But how long is too long if he's staying with his parents?
I mean, if you're about to be 40, that's a little different. You know,
So I'm saying, so he's 30, he's 32,
Yeah, to 35.
35, 36.
yeah, why not 35? Or like if you're, I don't know, it's just different. I don't look at it like that. Like I just be like, okay, my thing is, it'd be different if you just there bumming. But like with me, my grandmother is sick. She don't really need to be living by herself in general. So it's nothing for me to go live with my grandma because she don't need to be by herself. Now, granted, what if that's the case, or their mom, her husband just died like a year before and she don't want to be by herself? I would like to find out, why are you at home? But then again, I'm not really judgmental at all because I have a very extent background, and I'm not going to be the person that be like, oh, well, why is it okay for me to be at home with my grandma and you can't stay at home with your mom? Like, I'm not like that.
That's why I say it's perspective.
You and your family situation is I think it's definitely a common situation, but in a situation where that's not the case, where people just have a roommate, like, oh, I want to live here with you and let's sign this lease together type thing, I think that's a completely different dynamic, because then you're choosing to be in that situation with 1, 2, 3, 4,
Shit is fucking
however
cheaper.
many other.
Splitting bills.
That makes sense.
If I ain't
but
married, I ain't got no kids.
there reaches a
Do you
point
wanna be
where
roommates?
you
Like-
want to get those things done. You want to get married. You want to start having kids. And I'm not going to look into having children with a man who's still living with somebody else, because then you have to answer to somebody else, and whether they believe they do or not. People who have roommates oftentimes make decisions based on their roommates.
I got an answer. Yeah.
I
Respectful, of course.
can't be in this room at this particular time because I know my roommate is having an event. I can't bring somebody home because I know my roommate is crazy and gonna be walking around naked. You know what I mean? Like, it's too many
But that
different.
comes with communication as well, and being an adult.
Exactly.
Like I have friends
And I
that are
think-
31, 32, and they got roommates. But it's just like they're not ready to take on all that by themselves. And I ain't judging, because hell, sometimes I'll be like, do I really need this damn car, or can I just let this gap insurance catch this shit? But it's like, I look at everything like, a lot of people are not financially stable. I mean, we can just say it. People like there's a reason why you were 3 with a damn light bill in your name. People don't be having the mentality of generational wealth, and it's just a domino effect. Like, my mom never told me I had to get out. I chose to be that independent, and I should have kept my ass at home. And that same thing, like, if I could have a roommate, I would, shit.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with having a roommate though. Like, I got a twin brother, so we're gonna be roommates until
Y'all be roommates forever.
Yeah, we roommates forever. So until I find a girl that he finds somebody he want to live with, then we gonna be roommates. So
I think it's
but
like
then see, my brother, he don't be like, he be in his room all day too though. So it really be like I'm by myself. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
So
I think it's like what she said though. I think you have to kind of find the reason. Like, is there like why do you have a roommate? Because then that you can better go from there. Like if they have one and they're trying to save or do whatever,
Like, I want
then
my
I can be
house.
more understanding that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saving so that when it's time for me to purchase a house, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I can understand that. But if you just I don't know, just
Bumming.
Yeah, like
that makes perfect sense, but
it has to be a purpose to me.
personally, as a person who cherishes my independence because of the fact that I had such a strict mother growing up, who I had to do everything by her book,
But it
by her
doesn't take
rules.
away from your independence.
It does though, because
But
having
you're still
to
paying
be,
your bills. You're still paying your portion.
It
You're still
doesn't-
responsible.
doesn't
You're still
matter.
responsible for your, like, for instance, if you don't pay your bills, your roommate finna kick your ass out. It ain't like no free ride.
Right, just like I had to do to one of my old
You're
roommates.
still responsible.
But even in the situation where I was paying my bills and my other roommate was paying their bills, then we get into an argument. Now I gotta worry about her fucking with my shit, her putting my toothbrush in the toilet or whatever, you know?
Well,
it's
how
like,
old were y'all? Because
that's my point. There's a certain age where shit like that should not be of a concern. I should be able to go home and not have to answer to nobody and do my thing on my time. And I think that age cutoff is 27. Anything after that, because personally, at me being 27, I want to head in a direction of marriage and a family, and I would like for that to happen within the next 5 years. I would like to buy a house within the next 2 or 3. So I'm in a position where I'm able to pay my bills now, and I'm still able to save for those goals. And a lot of other people can do that too, but a lot of people are also lazy.
Here we go. Let's get into it.
A lot of people are lazy, and they think, I think, because I personally, if I had a kind of relationship with my mom where I could have stayed in her house and saved for years and years, I would have done that. But her and I had the kind of relationship where we butted heads all the time. And I said, look, I love you too much for us to stay in this house together. So I'm going to go and do my thing while you do yours, so that way we can just focus on the love. And because of that, I had to miss out on those years of saving. So it's been a slow grind. But I know plenty of people who just been sitting on their ass, not saving shit, because nobody was pressuring them to. Nobody was like, you need to get out, you need to go and do your own thing, you need to have a savings account. People don't even know about a savings account.
But that's completely different from what's the actual topic. It's like, I don't think having a roommate takes away from your independence. I don't think it makes you lazy, because you still, what's the average cost of a 2-bedroom? Like, say you want to live downtown.
Right now,
shit don't be cheap.
1,500.
Shit don't be cheap.
17.
And then say you got a car now, you got insurance. If you paying for school, if you paying for me, I got private insurance that I gotta pay for my medical. Shit be adding the fuck up.
Absolutely.
And granted, I'm in a position where I can afford my own apartment. I'm not gonna do that shit, because what's the point of me? If I want to buy a house, how much you gotta put down when you buy a house? What, 5%?
5 to 3.
Exactly. That shit, it's just too much right now. The way our economy is going, we finna have another recession. The way our economy is going, I am not judging nobody with a damn roommate, because I get it. Life is expensive.
I just think about just some small inconveniences. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come home from work, you got shit. I got this Simply Lemonade, strawberry lemonade. That's on my mind. You get home and that motherfucker gone. Yeah. You pissed. That's $3. That's $3, but you pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's small stuff like that. You know.
And it's one thing when your family does that. It's already irritating when your family member does that. But when it's somebody who you not related to does that shit, oh, it's the worst. Because you like, what in the world made you think you were entitled to go and drink my damn lemonade? Just because you pay bills here?
Maybe because I have so many siblings that I'm just kind of like.
I do too. I'm like that.
Like, I'm the oldest of 12. My dad was.
Shout out to them.
No. So I think that my patience with people and invading personal space and shit like that is a lot. My tolerance is insane. Little things don't really bother me like that. Like,
wow,
I'm used to going into my bathroom and being like, why the hell is my soap, my conditioner, shampoo in a whole nother bathroom? Like, I'm used to that type of shit. So I just go up in there and take my shit back and just go about my business.
I feel it though. I feel that, but see, I fuck with that for my brother. Like, my brother can do all that, but if I didn't have a twin, I probably would live by myself, because I would hate that from somebody else. Like, I've been living with him my whole life. You know,
but then again, when you get a roommate, of course you have ground rules. You talk about don't eat the first or the last of the shit that I bought and stuff like that. Like, that comes with getting a roommate. You talk about it. You're like, okay, if you do this, clean up after yourself. It's just little shit. But
you talk about, but then
I mean, I don't know. I've had great roommate experiences. So I bite the bullet on the little shit, and then y'all see my ass in fucking Africa because I saved all this money that I didn't have to pay. Like, it's, I don't know.
One of my old roommates ended up going to jail on felony assault because I didn't clean the dishes on the day that she wanted me to.
So she.
It's a long story that we won't get into.
Like, well, girl,
but that's where it ended, and that's where it started. She got mad about something that was very roommate related. And then it ended up turning into this whole escalated situation where she ended up in jail.